afternoon. Welcome to ISTV English News. I'm Turbula Kangabam. In the top stories we have: all political party meeting being conveyed at 3 p.m. at CM Secretariat today. Center NSC and IM Peace Accord and ILP bill to be discussed. Now the news in detail. An all-political party meeting to discuss the peace accord signed between the Centre and the NSC and IM on August 3 and the new ILP bill is being conveyed at 3 p.m. today in the conference hall of the Chief Minister's Secretariat. It is learned that the all-political party meeting will deliberate on the assurance given by the central leaders on not affecting the territorial boundary and integrity of the state by the peace accord and take a united stand on this matter. At the same time, the meeting will also discuss the relentless mass movement on ILP demand and the new bill being prepared by the government. As of the moment, it is not yet known whether BJP Manipur Pradesh would send its representatives to the meeting or not. But it is learned that the government has sent an invitation to the president of the party requesting him to participate in the meeting. A large number of ILP supporters have started blocking the Imphal-Jiribam highway at Sagolban Salam Lekai from 10 a.m. today. Supporting the movement for ILP, at least 13 persons are still undergoing fast protest at 3 different places. Out of 2 persons who are undergoing fast unto death at the waiting shed opposite to the Thao ground at Thangmaiban, the health condition of Laishram Pratap is reported to be worsening. This morning, he allegedly vomited a bile from his empty stomach. On the other hand, 5 students are continuing the fast protest at Anand Singh Higher Secondary Academy, while 6 persons have embarked on a fast protest opposite to the Rao ground of Kurai. One of the fasting protesters opposite to Rao ground at Kurai narrated that police personnel fired tear gas shells near the site where they were undergoing fast protest in a democratic manner last night. They had to leave the site and shift their protest to another place. The act of flagrant contempt of the protester by the police is highly condemnable. The state government must not remain indifferent to such gross inhuman treatment of the democratic protesters by the police personnel, he said.
Smoke bomb, tear gas, mayam capsule kanda physical ki awaba challenge mayama lairiba is deter striker khoida smoke bomb tear capsule mentally harassment over asigulu thongsi tasena maharagadi akoi masidi yamna khoida yamna condemn to tasena yamna yaningdi maramda sugumba koi police na ma duty khangdaba aduga manipur lengakna sugumlaba koi lengaki makada laiba police sida micham miyam gi loan order nga ka to police sida akoi ahen mathabak to busiti is the termoina democratic khongdok jale boina koi gi side gi yam ningamdana pendaba khongdok sari
khoi gi lamdam da laiba imai ben jeng puno yumuren gai thamoroga mama oiba asolana ba khoi je thola o aduga khoi sidok khraji kaidoruni awa ana laiba ai hana sijagarage haidana ai thola abani ngasi di yengu gain thorpani authority chodo yada dana hangre ai chawning dana ngasi sila phambani aduna ngasi akhoi gi Manipur da lairiba mayam je kuimale nairei je aduga ain tawung amdraba judge ukin adagi chimini sara ngamoi da boradi chimini sara lairi hai bangai hijira sumlai hijira alo lairi hai da bangai antakti vote le phangumji.
In support of the ILP movement in the state, Laishram Kulem Lekai Development Committee, Nauremthong Laishram Leirak, closed all the offices on and around the DC road and not to give any cooperation to the non-locals. DC office of Imphal West was also closed down by the supporters. Volunteers of the committee sent away all the employees. The supporters said, until and unless ILP is implemented in the state, ICM, DIC, Education Est, and CERT, ISCD, industry and fishery offices will be closed. Volunteers of Desam today blocked half of the Tidim Road at Keshampad to stage a protest demonstration demanding ILP or a similar law. They also demanded punishment of the police personnel involved in the killing of a student. The volunteers said that they will actively participate in the People's Movement for ILP. JCILPS Students Wing forcefully took away 2 volunteers of Desam and after beating them up brutally, handed them over to a mother's organization. Taking strong exception to the blatant act of the JCILPS Students Wing, President of Desam, Angamba, has warned that unless the Students Wing clarifies about the incident to the people, a fitting reply will be given. Addressing a press meet held at the office of Desam headquarters, Angamba said, a group of about 50 members of Students Wing came to the office of Desam at about 3:30 p.m. yesterday and took away Deputy Secretary Organization Ilang Mamasuk and Laifrakpam Ronald. When convener in charge of JCILPS KH Ratan was informed about it, he replied in a negligent manner. Desam condemns it. The 2 volunteers were brutally beaten up and handed over to a mother's organization last midnight. This is an act of maligning the image of Desam committed by some unscrupulous and undemocratic people by spreading canards while the students' body has been trying to find out the truth about the allegations leveled by the Students' Wing. Desam has resolved to disassociate itself from the JCILPS Students' Wing, which indulges in doing as one wishes and free for all manner of agitation. Instead, Desam has launched a reconsolidation campaign for implementation of ILPS, Angamba said. If the Students' Wing does not clarify on the assault of 2 volunteers, Desam is all set to give a fitting reply, he added.
Maram isa satana mari lenedaba mi pharaga sumaina mafam khangna puba amadi yamna gunda gi thabak sathari bagi thawongcha masi masana khangna mara lere khangna masi manipur miyamda atu matamda sengdokadabane karigma masi lale khangna tawriba thabak sing sengdokta taragadi masi ekoi gi volunteer sing da phangiba tamthina phuriba I tagai phuriba sigumba amna phuriba thawongsi gi japsaba pakhumama ekoi tawriba protection tawriba miyo singati mathakta desamna tawgani pakhuma sapchana pigani habsimaga aikoi medai kurang thamjari loinana thawng asida hoji hongi iba paklan ge ba ideology gi waba suma mayama ma khenaba la isida ekoi desamna khanjabada asiguma ahongma mayama lakpa khenaba mayama lakpa masida ekoi makhatana ekoi desamga JCILPS koi akatana yaunabagi amadi chatminanbagi phireptudagi lapthora kanda hojik leiriba ILP gi movement si masi henna mapangan kankhatna ba amadi ekona famliba Desam amadi wakhalon manaba lupsing amadi manipur miyam gi mo logjabaga loinana ekoina tonganba ILP gi movement ama eko reconsolidation campaign for implementation of ILP haiba ekoi period se masi haiba campaign ji ekoi sanction ba ngasi dagi hauragani.
Student demonstration was held demanding implementation of inner-line permit system at Kapot Sangbam. The protesters demanded that MLAs, ministers should resign if they cannot implement ILP in the state. Supporters of ILP movement blocked the Kashampad-Wahengbam Nakai road by burning tires and logs on the road. The sudden agitation left the passers-by high and dry and made them feel anguished. A team of Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha Manipur went on an inspection visit to Chadong village today. President of Yuva Morcha O Malesh, Vice President Vikram and PH Foni were on the team. Villagers of Chadong submitted several memoranda to the visiting team. Yuva Morcha Manipur handed over a boat to the village authority. Omale said about 230 houses are located in this village. However, compensation had been drawn for 455 houses, but only about 110 surnames have received the compensation. He further said that an investigation will be initiated and a report will be submitted to the center soon. Chairman of Village Authority of Chadong Village, M.H. Sinthar, said that the state government has cut off the lifeline of the villagers. The villagers are facing a lot of hardship as there is no electricity, drinking water and inadequate medical facility, he said. 11th death anniversary of Pebam Chittaranjan, who burned himself to death, demanding repeal of the draconian law Armed Forces Special Powers Act, was held at Bishnupur Bazaar yesterday. Secretary of Mairapaibi Apunbalup Y. Maheshwari said the demand made by Pebam Chittaranjan should be fulfilled by the state government. On the other hand, the state government should pass a new bill to save the indigenous people of the state, she demanded. Residents of Nongpok Sekmai staged a sit-in demonstration against the order for transfer of Dr. Rakesh, who is currently posted at PHC Nongpok Sekmai. Nongpok Sekmai Youth Club and local Mairapaibis demanded that they are against the transfer order of Dr. Rakesh. The protesters said the health center has been serving the people 24 hours in the fields of healthcare. In this prevailing post-flood situation, 5 doctors are serving the people on any health problem. The local residents demanded revocation of the transfer order of Dr. Rakesh.
I'm ready.
Telero.
Editor ka late.
Some say hujik pudi perfectly straight ado kankhar kandadi freezy.
Relax. Perfectly straight.
Aina semi anoba sunsil perfectly straight with straight lock technology maramdi. Some kankraba matung daso align straight oina laina bagidama.
Wow.
Hujik su straight oirina.
Straight and gorgeous. Sunsilk perfect straight. Lock tobu, rock tobu.
Amidst the ongoing intense movement for ILPS, one non-local man who was carrying a bag full of jada just adjacent to the site where 2 volunteers have been undergoing fast at Thangmaiban was caught by local people. The local residents seized the goods. Convener of Thangmaiban ILP Demand Committee, Huirem Romajit, said such act is highly condemnable. He said such banned products are still being sold because of the government's indifference. If such activities continues further, the government shall be held responsible for any consequences, he warned.
Gyan yamna tadaba nan Manipuri singna koi hojik koi sara hendra leiriba jaga si phawraga laga koi jada mayum taraga yonba lakba koi asigum singa sina ngasai gi koi thoningdaba thodo ama thorokpa yabagi koi da yamna khudong chadaba amkhak leiba asi matung manau tawdana bai koi sarkar na su yamna thuna yengjanbam thoi masi yengjandaba taragadi sida thorokpa daito khodi mai koi sarkar na pubigadabani haibase koi thaimban kendra gi maikai dagi sarkar gi mafamda thamjari.
A large number of people, led by Kairil Phabi Chanura Laisemlop, staged a protest demonstration at the community hall of the area yesterday. A torch procession was also taken out last night. At Thangalawai too, a large number of people took out a torch procession shouting slogan demanding implementation of ILPS and to save the indigenous people of the state.
Manipur da ILP! Ruby Ruhanpa! Ruby Ruhanpa! Manipur da ILP!
Thangalawai Sabal Lekai Development Committee also staged a sit-in demonstration. They also formed a human chain as part of the protest. They demanded that the government should take up concrete steps at the earliest, knowing the people's demand. And moving on to some national and international news. Making an appeal to businessmen to invest in India, Prime Minister Narendra Modi assured them that India is a land of many opportunities. 125 crore people of India are not a market, but they are a source of great strength, he said. It is now commonly believed that India is one of the fastest growing economies. There are several opportunities of development in India. All leading institutions like IMF, World Bank, etc. agree that India is world's fastest growing economy, he said. Modi also raised hope about a bright future for Asia if India and UAE work together. India's growth potential and UAE's strength together can make this Asia's century, he said. The PM also assured that there is immediate potential for SI trillion investment in India. India has got a decisive and stable government, he said, inviting investment from UAE to build infrastructure for India's economic growth. Accepting the problems in business due to the prevalent bureaucracy in the country, the PM blamed it on the past governments. We have got legacy problems. We have a priority to kickstart things that were stalled due to indecisiveness, lethargy of past governments, he said. Jammu and Kashmir Police has filed a case against Chief of Radical Women's Outfit Duktara-e-Millat, Asiya Andrabi, after she stoked a controversy by addressing a rally organized by 2008 Mumbai attack mastermind Sahit-led Jamaat-ud-Dawa in Pakistan, reports say. In her telephonic address to the rally, organized in Lahore on August 14, Andrabi greeted the people of the neighboring country on their Independence Day. Sahit was seen sitting on the stage during Andrabi's address. Hours before her address, the DEM chief had celebrated Pakistan's Independence Day at her residence. Dozens of DEM activists had gathered in Bujpora area of the city where they celebrated Pakistan's Independence Day. Andrabi's telephone address triggered a controversy with BJP's Jammu and Kashmir unit president Jugal Kishore demanding strict action against her. These are instances of treason and will not be tolerated at all. Asiya Andrabi should be arrested. I expect that she would have been arrested by now and a case of treason would have been registered against her. Congress spokesman R.P.N. Singh demanded that concrete action should be taken against those working against the state. The NSA-level talks are slated to be held on August 23-24. A lot of talks have happened and the government claims about a breakthrough. But with the terrorists attacking India, there is an urgent need to take concrete action against them, whether it is Hafiz Saeed or Zaki-ur-Rahman Lagvi via these talks with Pakistan. JKNP leader Harshdev Singh noted that this was not the first time that Andrabi has indulged in such acts. They ought to have booked the culprits by now, because it's not the first time that Asiya is indulging in such kind of anti-national activities. So, we feel unnerved by the government's approach in taking action against people like her. Andrabi had earlier also celebrated Pakistan National Day on March 23rd and hoisted the flag of that country, following which the police had registered a case against her under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. An Indonesian passenger plane that crashed at the weekend in Papua was transporting about 6.5 billion rupiah in cash to distribute to poor families in the eastern province, a post office official said Monday. 4 of our personnel were escorting the funds, said Haryona, the head of Jayapura post office, who goes by one name. The money was in 4 bags, he added. A plane searching for an Indonesian passenger aircraft in the remote eastern province of Papua on Monday spotted debris, an official said. Early this morning, a plane swept the route and sighted debris in an area near Oksibil, but we want to double-check now, Transport Ministry spokesperson J.A. Barata said. The plane disappeared as it headed to Oksibil from Papua's capital Jayapura. Officials had already said that villagers had reported seeing the Trigana airplane crash into a mountain as it flew in bad weather and found debris. The plane lost contact with air traffic control just before 3 p.m. on Sunday after taking off from Jayapura on the short flight. And before we wind up, the top stories once again. All political party meeting being conveyed at 3 p.m. at CM Secretariat today. Center NSC and IM, Peace Accord and ILP Bill to be discussed. Thank you so much for joining with us.